Have you heard of a movie from 2012 called John Dies at the End? It's a gruesome, ridiculous film with Paul Giamatti, Doug Jones, and Clancy Brown. You may remember him from The Shawshank Redemption. He also voices Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants. The movie has gained a huge cult following, and you should know there's an interesting and kind of inspiring story about how it came to be. And I only know about it because I'm the guy who wrote the book that it was based on. John Dies at the End was adapted from a series of blog posts I actually wrote in the early 2000s under a pseudonym so my coworkers at the office wouldn't know it was me. Out of the blue, a famous director, producer, writer of horror films, Don Coscarelli, contacted me. He's the guy who made the Phantasm movies. At the time, I was doing data entry at an insurance company. When I got his email, I thought it was like a phishing scam. I didn't answer it. He had to try several times to get through to me to try to get the film rights to this thing I wrote. This isn't a joke. A few years later, I found myself flying to the Sundance Film Festival to attend the premiere of this movie that they made based on this thing I wrote online. My life would never be normal after that. That film turned these stories into a New York Times best-selling series of books. The second one was called This Book is Full of Spiders. The third one was called What the Hell Did I Just Read? They all have stupid titles. And then I've got the fourth one coming out next month. That's October of 2022 if you're watching this way in the future. That one's called If This Book Exists, You're in the Wrong Universe. And if right now you're saying, well, that's not very inspiring. I thought you were going to say that somebody wrote it from prison or that the author had a terrible disease or something like that. Hey, I only said it was kind of inspiring. One more thing. Some people who recognize my name are saying, well, now hold on, aren't you the crack.com guy? And that's true. If you've read something from my time there as executive editor, it would probably be this self-help article called 6 Harsh Truths That Will Make You a Better Person. This was read by something like 22 million people and made me famous for like 3 weeks. I left Cracked in early 2020 after my leadership there nearly led the entire company into bankruptcy. People often ask me, based on this, like, are you ever going to write like a self-help book? And the thing is, I did start writing a book about the art of perseverance and sticking with big projects, but I just never got around to finishing it. Oh, also for no reason, I commissioned the recording of this song that's playing right now. It's about somebody who has a fetish for buying books. It is, like all of this I've discussed, really for adults.